Hello everyone, I hope you went through the last video that I had sent you all on asexual reproduction. I hope you all studied what is reproduction, why is reproduction important, and I had told you the three types of reproduction in plants: asexual, vegetative and sexual reproduction, and we had discussed about asexual reproduction. Now today we will be discussing about vegetative propagation, that is the second method of reproduction seen in plants. Vegetative propagation. And last time I had told you that vegetative propagation means the type of reproduction in which any part of the plant is used to grow a new plant. It may be the stem, it may be the root, or it may be the leaf. So if any vegetative part of the plant, that is the root, stem and the leaf, is utilized to grow a new plant, we call it vegetative propagation. So the first method of, now vegetative propagation is also of two types: natural and artificial. Natural and artificial. Today we will be discussing about the natural method. Now natural from the name itself, from nature, and artificial, man-made. So today we will be discussing about the natural method of vegetative propagation. The first method is by using underground stem. By using underground stem. Now can you all give me examples or think of any examples of an underground stem? Okay, the first one is potato. So please remember, potato is not a root. It is a stem which grows under the ground. Now, if you have seen, I have not seen, and I'm sure everyone has seen a potato, you will find these type of structures on a potato. We call it the eye. We call it the eye. Actually, they are buds. The eyes are nothing but buds. Now, we know buds are not present in roots. Buds are present in stem. Okay? So, these buds give rise to a new plant. If you have noticed also, if you keep potato for a long time, green shoots start developing from these eyes. So this is a method of vegetative propagation. The next underground stem is ginger. Ginger is also an underground stem. Just a rough diagram. If you see, you'll find that the tips of some of these ginger contain buds. These buds also give rise to a new plant. So if you take ginger, or if you plant ginger, you'll find that from these buds, new plants start developing. The third type is onion. A third example is onion. Everyone has seen an onion. These are actually the leaves, the fleshy leaves, and here you will find the bud. In the middle you will find the bud. If you keep ginger for a long time, you must have seen that green shoots start growing from this bud. Okay, so from this bud a new plant starts growing. So they are natural methods of vegetative propagation. Potato, we use the term tuber. So tuber of potato, rhizome of ginger, and bulb of onion. These are examples. Underground stems as tuber, rhizome and bulb, which help in vegetative propagation of the plant. The next one is, this is the first method. This next method is by aerial stem, which that means, just now we did underground stem, that means under the ground. Now aerial, that means above the ground. In some plants like strawberry, what happens is, suppose this is the stem, it grows for a certain distance and it touches the ground. And as the part where it touches the ground, after a few days, roots start developing and then a new plant again grows from here. This again grows for a certain distance, touches the ground, and then after a few days, roots are developed, and from here, another new plant starts growing. So if you break this off and you plant it somewhere else, it will produce a new plant. So here if you see, the stem is giving rise to new plants. We also call it a runner. Since it looks like it is running, so we also call it a runner. And the example I gave you is strawberry. The next one is from roots. So we did two types of stems, that is underground stem, aerial stem, which helps in vegetative propagation. The third one is with the help of roots. Now some plants like dahlia, what happens is, or sweet potato, the roots are very thick and then it can be used. They also produce buds. Okay, these roots produce buds which are known as adventitious buds. And these roots, so suppose you go to someone's house and you see a beautiful dahlia plant, and then you want to grow that dahlia plant in your house, and you don't have to do anything. Just take the root of this plant and then you go and sow it in your house. A new plant will develop from it. So third method is by using roots. The last one is by using leaves. We had done this in class 6, if you all remember, bryophyllum. So this is a plant in which the leaf produces new plants. So on the margin of the leaf, you will find small plantlets growing. So if you just take one of the plantlet and sow it, you will find that it produces a new bryophyllum plant. Another example is begonia, which is quite common in the hills. So they reproduce through the leaves. So today we did vegetative propagation. In vegetative propagation, any part of the plant besides the flower is utilized to produce a new plant. We did stem, two types of stem, underground stem and the aerial stem. Then we did roots and then by using leaves. So thank you everyone, and of course before I forget, this is the natural method of vegetative propagation. In the next class we'll be doing about artificial method. So I hope you all understood this quite easy, simple. Thank you for listening to me. Please like and subscribe my video. Thank you.